Hello viewers and welcome again with me Kona Sisi. Viewers, today we can work on the Epilepsy Association of Sierra Leone for witness as Sierra Network Charity Foundation they give a donation to them.
Back. Today we get big stranger there again, and we're so proud for get especially this particular group we come. The last time we see Dr. Aisata when he said we come. And today he sent in team for make them go come visit we, and we so appreciate the visit. So we welcome you now. We're so happy that you are here. We're glad for so now say people with epilepsy that they ask them out of schools because of their condition. But we not go left them so they not getting for do. This is why though they take the anti-epileptic medication, we they allow them for let them learn basic skills with which they will able to live for themselves tomorrow. So with me here you get the Love Institute, where you get an acronym LOVE, means the Lord's Opportunity for Victory over Epilepsy. So we're very grateful that we come safely today, and then I'm glad for introduce Tona with big people learn from Sierra Network Charity Foundation. So now welcome, Pa Abraham.
Thank you. Hope now they do well. We really glad for them this hour. Just like how we own that they don't talk now. We lead director when Dr. Aisatuka Kejalo at one time began pay a visit, and if we make a promise, we go get for come back. And now that make we there today. We be don't watch the video, we wanna be do that time where you explain one or two things, but maybe different people and they watch right now. So how wanna come about for getting people here?
Like we say, when people get epilepsy in this part of the world, then take their say na double business, then take their say na seek where they transfer. So the school authorities, they ask them out of school. They don't go to school at all because they feel say if they go to school, they go transfer the sick to the one they will not get them. So for that reason, though they're not able to go to school again, but the seizures they control, we thought and fit say they need to get something with them because they get to live their own life tomorrow. So now upon that background, we bring them together for them to learn basic skills, and then they live together, they laugh together, and they see them face them. That also say that kind of stigma will be independent. That stress where they feel say they're not going to do something. Today it is achieved, meaning they get things for do. The people that will be feel say today the sick they transfer. Now then today they bring them close to them people there for cancel. And indication no more say they self don't know say the sick no they transfer at all.
And they see more of women then than man.
Well, that's so it be. We really give priority to women then.
Okay.
Because women then are one group that we left behind so much. Okay. So we really give them priority, and then we encourage them because people who get epilepsy, both marriages then broken because of their condition. Okay. The man then they left the woman then because they get the epilepsy. I don't know if you go feel say woman go left the man or not the man go left the woman. So we get them funded, but however, we encourage them, and then na youth age, and we know say they will able for to map and be an example to others tomorrow.
Any medication can involve?
Yes, of course we give anti-epileptic medication. When you see this now that you more now in the country, because except the Epilepsy Association, now we they bring this medicine at the country. The government we never get any government we can give priority to epilepsy. We don't try sensitize, we don't that the whole country with the work. We get doctors where they help we do the diagnosis and the treatment, yet even the medicine as I talk to you. So right now we're only the boast of 200 cups of phenobarbital, where me say it go done very, very shortly. And people get for starve if we not rush up and try to see how we go get medicine again.
So we can do how we can do
immediately what will they do? In fact, we not the wait late done. We'll get one charity in UK where they help with the raise funds for able help we forget the medicine. So we imagine no more where the time we not go get for let we raise fund. So alongside we also they pray to the government so that one day they will able to prioritize epilepsy by including anti-epileptic medication into the drug list. Because they bring all kind of medicine, then they bring a kind of say free health care.
Because now they next are beyond for
Oh, well now they don't come, we don't train 3,300 health workers. When means say government now he employ the health workers. And all those how they work in the country, both Bont, Moyamba, Pujel, now government health facility we they use. So they know they feel say they work in isolation. Now in matter of let them prioritize this year by including this anti-epileptic medication into the drug list and bring her. This not happen yet. So we still the push, we still the lobby, we still for now we don't get a focal person where they don't give you like the ministry. So we'll pass through them so that they go able for you listen to we one day.
One day, we just hope that the government of Sierra Leone go step in for help the people them within under the Epilepsy Association of Sierra Leone. Well, today under Sierra Network Foundation, we self come for do small thing for appreciate the work we don't do for come with them good people here together so that we'll be able to get better citizens then. Because the president said don't tell me about human capital, and these are the capital. So the little we self able for do, now I make with there today. So under Sierra Network Charity Foundation, we will donate the sum of 4 million leones to Epilepsy Association of Sierra Leone. We not say not that much, but that can the little we self able to do. And this Sierra Network Charity Foundation, now foundation we based out of Sierra Leone, we are the diaspora. We not just want for talk we left and live. So they talk and the little we self able to do, we they put them together for see groups them where they in need will go able for help. And this now make we there today.
Well, for Abraham, even the Bible a big name. We're very, very grateful to this small Sarah Network Charity Foundation, a big foundation already for even member we in this part of the world. We're so grateful to tell them thank you. On behalf of you, we come, we say thank you so much. We appreciate because this money it come at a time we really need them. We need them now, we imagine what to tell you na corner. We need now money for do something immediately. Especially when USA will occupy not with space and we need for pay. And the possible ones we get in place need this thing. So it really can in place, so we're really grateful and we never ever forget at the time in need. When we want something and it happens. So we're very grateful and then Mr. So I want to bring one of them beneficiaries for say thank you.
All right.
Anybody? Yeah?
So they come in.
Fast.
On behalf of the students of EASM, I want to say thank you to Sierra Network Charity Foundation. I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you.
Yusuf, thank you for telling me thank you.
Hello, sir, and welcome to this interview. Mina Kona Sisi from Sierra Network. Do please introduce yourself.
Fambolo Nakushe, Bina Max Bangura, the Executive Director of the Epilepsy Association of Sierra Leone.
All right. You go please tell me what your job entails.
In the first place, epilepsy is widely misunderstood in this part of the world for be demonic, for be witchcraft. In fact, some people say na secret they transfer. So the Epilepsy Association of Sierra Leone, they in this country, for debunk them myth and they misunderstanding and they for many people know say, not a secret they transfer. Epilepsy now a condition where medically you get medicines for that. And so what do they do? They go from one community to the other for raise concern about epilepsy. They go to their school, they go to the mosque, they go to the church them, and make people understand say this sick care, na medical condition and medicine they for them na the hospital them.
All right. For make people understand all in here, but then what be the response of people so far?
And the response of people, at first people be feel say, below they look bad, if not true. But since the medicine in the work, people are not further again. Remember when they talk about 70,000 people that will get epilepsy in this country. Family, why they talk about epilepsy, they talk about people who get fixed in this country. So if we dey talk about 70,000 people then, but we get about 10 to 11,000 wey don come forward for this past 6 years, then this means say people then they appreciate, then they really see say not true. So the rate at which them they go firm or remanded for treatment, it depend reduce drastically.
So how you feel for receive a donation on behalf of the Epilepsy Association of Sierra Leone from Sierra Network Charity Foundation?
Well, yes, I'm so proud for receive a donation from Sierra Network Foundation, the USA, and of course Unadina also. I'm so proud simply because it come at a time where we need them. We see charities like Una, where they come, they give up then donations they are. We're so grateful because when you talk about epilepsy, you talk about epilepsy being a chronic disease. You imagine who that get for can near you. All along, people they imagine say, oh, this ticket they transfer. Even the one that we don't learn big book in this country, they still misunderstand the fact say epilepsy is a medical condition. So the donation we received today, we handle them with a very great care, and we're so happy and very, very proud for this very great donation. A big toy. And that make we been tell Father Abraham for say, sign with document for proof no more say we not go forget this kind gift we wanna do for we today.
Alright, indeed we're happy for receive this donation, but then we don't ever the partner with health organizations.
Well, you see, with a partner with health organization, if I must no more say we cannot run this kind of organization without the Ministry of Health. So we partner with the Ministry of Health, and the ministry therefore give we a focal person where in case we want to talk to the ministry, we'll not just they go to the minister, we'll they pass through the focal person and the director of primary health care, so that we case them will go, clear. Now that make you see say not only here, we they work in a Bo, we they work in a Kenema, Bo, Bont, Moyamba, we they work everywhere. We they distribute anti-epileptic medication. Like I said, we don't train 3,500 health workers employed by the Ministry of Health, but we don't train them. So all we want government for do, now for bring on this medicine, so that we supply then their own staff there. Then that time the people who get epilepsy go able to get the medication any side and day.
Alright, you talk of healthcare workers them way when I don't train, but then when I look around I see seamstress them way they in uniform. Who that time people be?
Well, yes, as they say, you see picking the way they can learn, indeed not true then the land job. Then why now the one the way being gets the sick. Then they for them, but they like today, they're not for them again. But you know what thing they go on, the school authorities often they ask them to care out of schools because of their condition. The feel say way man for done one for done at school would have mass impede, that's gonna be one way for contract the disease. That one a misunderstanding. But since say it not happen again, then scissors then control, they're not for them again, we look say let them learn work. Because tomorrow they get for live their own life. So these are the people in where you see in uniform where they do tailoring or basic skills for the future sustenance.
Right, so is it that you try to say this work within the land so now a means of empowering themselves for the future?
Indeed, this is a means of empowering them for the future, because we just forget what they call inclusive education. We don't need for left anybody behind. That not mean because they get epilepsy, they're not able to go again the school side and they not mean say all is lost. They need for learn something, then get for live their own life in the future.
Finally, what will be your message to Sierra Network Charity Foundation in regards to the donation we want to receive, and also the message we go send to people out there where get the epilepsy sick but then don't know how to go about them?
In the first place, to Sierra Network, we continue for say thank you. We sincerely appreciate this big gesture we then do to we. We not regret having partner with them. We don't normally say we self get people them we care for the one that we get epilepsy in this part of the world. On behalf of the association, I be wish that today, na Saturday, way all man they come for a medicine. All man go on for say thank you to them. But I want to take that honor for say on the all behalf, I want for say thank you once more, and then for tell Sierra Network for say we're very grateful, and we will continue for giving an update of what we do now so every day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Please introduce yourself.
And I'm Mr. Lima Kanu. I work with Epilepsy Association of Sierra Leone. Yeah.
So what your job entails?
Eh?
What your job there about?
Well, normally I'm in charge of training person with epilepsy. So I'm to train them because you know say this world, and especially Sierra Leone, anybody who is not disabled, in particular epilepsy, people and they see them, then they neglect them. So we did try for build up their own life, for make them able to sustain their life. But people and see them, we want to be they neglect them, make them see them say, oh, then people will be they neglect them, but all the people we they're useful. So we outside.
So how long you don't they do this work?
Well, I don't do them from 2004. We'll be open this institute. We don't graduate with 2 graduates where we don't succeed. Then don't graduate done. So now the third batch this where we try for graduates with them back.
Alright. So when then people are talking graduates, what can be the next step?
Well, normally because we some them because we don't get facility, we don't get helper, we still need big for donor for me help people. Normally they can grumble say we don't done. Follow able help them with machine them, make them able to sustain their life because normally some them we then they come out, not get a chance. Instead they try for bigger, follow able get help. Follow we able help the way don't you cause like we able get machine follow you work now you host now. But we not get a chance.
So how long this training can last for?
Well, we hold them for 3 years so that I have a full now take we able catch up, we able get sense. And all the first batch and second batch we succeed on them. They all now they so well. I even did some
So how you feel as the one where they train them picking them here so for receive this donation from Sarah Network Charity Foundation today?
Well, Sarah Network then do great effort to we on side because you know to the man say I don't sabi tell you thank you because the gladness they make you know sabi tell person thank you. Now it make it can always get a proverb say I'm not able to tell you thank you because it will get happiness today. They are glad to Sarah Network what they do towards we own life today.
So what will be your message to people out there according to you as you say, where they look down on people with epilepsy for say they to people them way better in our society?
Well, normally epilepsy, like our boss say, not to demon sick, not to devil, and people are useful in the community. But normally you see people have neglect them. We've been get to them where people are not be deal with them. But now when they see them, they do effort and they so people are being neglected. They come to work to them through particular this holiday way being passed, this prayer day. If you see people away they full up now for cow to work to them, they mingle with them, then they feel happy towards that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you too.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Go tell me your name.
And I'm Chegno.
Chegno. Would that you been at this institution?
Well, in one person we been suffer from epilepsy. But from where I joined this institution, I praise God. Yes.
So what you do learn from here?
Plenty. Because for me I joined because the way the team that attacked me first, people in the scene are demon. But from where I begin to come, up to 20 years from now, nothing. So now there we able direct to see what we done okay now, so we not forced to do soon. So now you get for buy machine. If you person with the training, this way boss we go through. So now you're training for 3 years. We graduate. That time fit say, myself, I not go other side because all the other one they don't go. Let myself help me boss because I know how I been in the field. Other person we know the field, you know go able to so we have to them one in the. So myself now say I go train the boss. That help them for train my brother and sister there.
Alright, so what's the difference you see now? Do you know you tell them they can learn, compared to the one the way they learn presently?
We don't tell them the way they can learn. We've been struggle small, but a better because like they are now, they don't go able to call for themselves.
So how you feel for receive this donation today from Sarah Network Charity Foundation?
This the goodness, I don't know how for end down because plenty. Because we need money just like how we direct to see. We get just inside but not they say let dog give him left nine belly.
So finally, what you go tell people out there where they suffer from epilepsy, where they go through what you don't go through today, what not the hope where you go left for them?
Well, me tell people and say because some people are not know this institution or this hospital yet, and some they know about things, they go to them and remind them are people who they like. Because me, I don't go through. I will tell you one thing. Because my man tell me, say, make me go live on a graveyard. Say, we as in enter the body, let me grab and go. So I left the city. I tell them, say, no. I say, me know they don't agree to thing. I want green thing. So, I lied in the life because they don't tell me, say, for eat snake. I don't even eat snake. Plenty things I don't do. So that graveyard why it is. So the last one, then I say, I know do it. But for me, I joined this institution just as I tell you, I was 20 years so I working, nothing. And the medicine, the rehabilitation can myself, I reduce them for myself. I can do like 10 days, 15 days, I know they take, but I know they get attacked.
Plenty thank you to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you too.
Viewers must have done witness the donation where Sierra Network Charity Foundation give to the Epilepsy Association of Sierra Leone. People don't talk of how happy they feel for receive this donation. As when I don't listen from the director, the people where they suffer epilepsy, what thing they can face, and also not don't listen to students as they don't talk of how they're happy for join this institution and happy for receive this donation from Sierra Network Charity Foundation. We bring the program count you today. My name na Kona Sise. Until we meet again to another edition of Talk to the Camera. Bye bye.